Today na the 9th day of July 2024. Finally, the press release, where I don't know if that's what you were expecting, but the press release don't come out. For say, update on the tribunal on the suspended Auditor General and in deputy, when Mrs. Lara Telopias and Mr. Tamba Momo. There's an update. Yeah? So now that updates they want for can put na table. You remember what thing be happen? You remember say the Auditor General in reports being come out one time. And inside the Auditor General in reports, the office of the President, the office of the First Lady, they were captured in the reports. And in them where the report be captured, not be make them two office then they look fine. It look like say then two offices then they been depends on dabaru business. The office. Yeah. Then be depend dabaru business according to the Auditor General in reports. Well, after that report day, Warawere complain come to the office of the same president for say there is gross misconduct from the Auditor General and in deputy. Misconduct, gross misconduct. They do things when they're not supposed to do. So some man begin point finger say, wait to now because then go watch inside the office of the president and the office of the first lady. Now because of that, they say no. The thing they them put, well not so. Now so all the man begin talking. So because of that complaint, this is what we were told at that time. So because of the complaint, they way come. They say okay, you know what? The complaint don't too much by this Auditor General and the deputy. Let them push aside first. Now, so the Auditor General and the deputy were suspended. They begin grumble. The one institution we all my old, what they look up to, where every year then go give you reports. Now that reports they all man they talk. Say, well then they don't go put aside so. I say, well, now hold on. According to the accordance, a tribunal will be set up. Then set up the tribunal. Make out name step at the tribunal. The tribunal reports take time for come out and begin asking what in they happen with the Auditor General this tribunal? What in they go on, what in they go on? Because it don't say now. And then get for tell we say, well, not so well. Now the Auditor General in self now he take leave of this tribunal because he began certain things them I think in well body business for take care of and other things them. So he ask for time off. So not to be the tribunal be the waste time. Actually, now be the Auditor General. That's what we were told. The one that will elect the Auditor General, then gets waiting them with the Vuvuzela. The one that will not elect the Auditor General, then gets waiting self, then the pump na social media. Some of you know they know so just sit on the watch. So the tribunal say they don't done. What the tribunal done? Inside June, I think the 12th of June, now then go hand over the reports to President Bio. So someone begin talk that they say, wait to now President Bio then go lay complaint to. President Bio now self say una come they don't call lay complaint to me. Now like President Bio na the complaint na the plaintiff. So how na President Bio back then go give the reports? What? we begin find this report too. We begin find the report. The report na status no more na dey. The report not for public consumption. I pull me a ugbo. I will get some few things there. Now say no till I go dream. Dog dream left na in belly. We come here in dream and they see all waiting inside it. Yes, all thing. But inside the report, today the 9th of July, almost a month after President, because that be the 12th of June, 9 President will receive the report. Almost a month after President Bill received the report, we get an official public notice. Okay. Government of Sierra Leone, State House, Office of the Press Secretary. This na for immediate release. This na updates all the guna pa the tribunal in reports where they be so then be set up for the suspended, the Auditor General and the Deputy will then be suspended. And Mrs. Lara Telopias and in Deputy when Mr. Tamba Momo. This is from status. For say Wednesday, the 12th of June 2024 at Aegis now. President Bio been received the report from the chairperson of the tribunal. Will then be set up for investigate the suspended Auditor General and in Deputy. They say, following the reports, waiting in at the reports, they want for inform the general public say, President Bio don't agree. He don't agree. Yeah? All the recommendations, not to one, not to two, not to three. All. Yeah? All. He don't accept, he don't agree for all the recommendations we then put inside the reports. One of the recommendations they know more now for pull the Auditor General and in Deputy. La Hollande first. For pull I must see how they don't suspend them for so. I must see how they suspend them for. Were they still there? Okay, then be they get hopes. But wait, then be they pay there. Now be suspension with pay and benefits. Or the suspension, well, okay. Let it go. He don't accept. He don't agree for pulling come out. Accordingly, there are steps where one of the steps them it is inside section 137(7)(a) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, rather than the 1991 Constitution. So this now waiting the president don't direct. One, for say the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice for initiate the necessary procedure for pull, comot the Auditor General and in deputy. For pull and comot. Again, were they there? Okay, they made the hope say them go come back. And for do that there, now in pursuant of 137(7)(b) of the Constitution. 2. The Audit Service in Board for pursue the action for remove the deputy. How then they pull it all two different, but no worry. The director of prosecution they can explain to we. Yeah, you go find everything you go know. So now they all thing end by the press release for immediate release. For say 1, the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice for take the necessary procedure for pull the suspended Auditor General. Then the Audit Service then board, then for pursue the action for pull comot the Deputy Auditor General, the suspended one back. Yeah. For pull and comot. So when this happened today, Thomas Dixon been write na X Twitter. He say President Bio don't recommend for me them pull the Auditor General at your person and deputy. Thomas Dixon say for doing their jobs of protecting the people's money. As seen na so Thomas Dixon say. He say we they leave the country outside people them, then they pull them because they do the right thing. He say this country, it's like you know what for the effect for Amo. Is that true? Eh? Now what thing they say? A country not worth fighting for. Dixon. President Bill accepts the recommendation for pull the Auditor General and the Deputy because they do their work for protect the people their money. Eh? That's what Thomas Dixon saying. Okay. He said then submit the report to President Bill, but as natural justice demands, they not ever give La Tilopias an illegal team the reports. If the one will get the case, then no get. How if you say me and you go see the report? But wait. Thomas Dixon say in crime. Now because he venture for audit the office of the president. I ain't be in crime. Okay. That now waiting Thomas Dixon in say. Lawyer Augustine Sori Sengemara self rights. He said in the first place, it been wrong if you want for follow a procedure. It been wrong for the tribunal for proceed for hearing the misconduct complaint against Lara Taylor Pierce. Even when a Supreme Court action, then we don't file them on in behalf for say that tribunal no correct. He say now they don't set up judge them for hearing the application for more than 2.5 years. For more than file them. He say, but wait, you not think say a fear or even lectoriate for wait until the conclusion from Supreme Court? We cut to with judges demo and the rule of law. He say look like say they deserve some break from the choke hold of politicians. That that choke hold. They call ban lick you prime. Eh? They call ban lick you and sober prime with the cough. He say now so the politicians them. Right now the courts they cough, the judge and the cough, and the rule of law. If they no go relax and small, relax the hand. That bless me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Now so the courts then they Allah. I can't breathe. He said, what's in this rush? For just lick the final nail. By this woman hand. If he guilty, like way the tribunal say, the Supreme Court no go change him from waiting the tribunal say. He said the Supreme Court in work now for only examine the constitutionality of the entire process. If this woman don't wait over 2 years for make it go na court and make them hear from your side, he said, but why the government no dragging foot small until the Supreme Court tell we waiting they want for tell we? He said at least we for show some respect for the highest courts that the land. In things say we can do better as a nation. This na lawyer Sorisenge Mara. We want for be the Bar Association president. If they not be the Bar Association president, I don't know if them for be schedule am for make if for be did it today, like how Madam Gento been did it, and when the director of prosecution be the talk, it be just a nodding head in agreement. Eh? I don't know if them for be waiting self, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Welcome to Amadou Lamrana. Waiting you see. I know I want to look the side way, not to the side way, then they tell waiting the inside. Eh? Okay. Lamrana say the public We the public, when our president be they work for, when our back la Telopias they work for, we still not know what's in the inside the report. You know what's in the inside the report? Okay. Alright. A lot of people they talk say the tell way now be campaign 10 trade. Now la Telopias in reports. Now SPP be they use. But now the report on ourselves will not see. Making the tribunal report public is not too much to ask of. Lamrana they say. Now part of good governance and being accountable for the action like the president don't direct for say for pull and fail. Okay. So Lamana say if you're not a citizen of Sierra Leone and you get concerned by this case, but they only call you member of parliament. Make you tell them how you they feel. And also prepare for attend the sittings where the Attorney General they go to Parliament for go get the vote for remove Lara Telopias and in 91 Green. Now the board now in the pull the deputy. President will say no to him. He say na the tribunal. Now they say for pull and come out. Ade. Now they pull and come out. Fail. Now they recommend say for pull. They recommend more things them. But wait. Ide kaya. For you where no be get opportunity today, earlier today, where we self on camera, but then at the every Tuesday press briefing where the government of Sierra Leone can do. The director of prosecution be Dede. Because in self no say this thing, we get for talk about her. So if we go tell we everything what we need for know as the public. Everything what we need for know as the public. Because a lot of people they say the how then they treat the Auditor General, that's the same way then they treat the judges them. The director of prosecution say no, not to so. There is a slight difference with the treatment of the Auditor General and the treatment of the judges them. So, you know what? Uncle Director, sir, Usman Kanu, Esquire, Duya, Epwiba. Let you know how all this thing go and waiting there. You go see the minister will not lie. You go see how you go yeah. Yeah? But for now, Uncle Usman, do ya take way along?
The Auditor General and Deputy Auditor General of the Audit Service Sierra Leone were both suspended from office in November 2021 for stated misconduct or lack of professional performance.
Make some for we make a English. This press conference, I really they insisting a Creole for talk.
All right.
So I'm not saying you get a script, but mix it up a little bit.
All right. Yeah. So, as I say, the Auditor General and in Deputy in November 2021, then suspend them for stated misconduct. What is stated misconduct? The Constitution make provision for certain behaviors then where now you employers, then in this case, the president, where as a professional, where you actually not live up to, then can actually cite you for that behavior as a stated misconduct. But given the position of the Auditor General in the protection where the Constitution accord to the Auditor General, if you go under Section 119 of the Constitution, you cannot now discipline or remove the Auditor General without invoking Section 137 of the Constitution. Now, some people might ask, why do you need to invoke Section 137 of the Constitution, given the fact that the Auditor General is just a public officer and not a judge? But my conclusion with that will only be the kind of the independence where the Constitution won't give to the Auditor General. Because obviously removing a judge is not as easy when you actually look at the tribunal where 137, they actually say set up for let you remove them. So that's kind of the protection that has been given to the Auditor General. So when the Auditor General and then suspend them here in deputy, obviously a tribunal was set up for letting actually now investigate on the alleged misconduct here, where then they allege say them then do, so that the tribunal now go investigate them. Then the tribunal where they actually then set up for let them investigate them by His Excellency the President on the provision they were already mentioned, 119 and 137. The members then were actually comprised of this tribunal was headed by a chairperson, a former Supreme Court judge, Justice Nyawo Jones, and a High Court judge, Justice Ivan Sise, and a lawyer, L.M. Farmer, who is a lawyer of more than 20 years standing. They are the ones that actually comprise the tribunal. Obviously, the mandates, the authority where the Mingidis Tribunal was for let them consider the allegations we are already stated, the misconduct and or lack of professional performance of the Auditor General and in Deputy Tamba Momo. Also, they may get a mandate for investigate the audit service with particular reference to the performance or lack thereof of the Auditor General and Tamba Momo and other related matter. Obviously, the tribunal then gets their own guidelines once the tribunal comments as to how we get for proceed, where they require both lawyers for the state and lawyers for lateral payers for actually follow those guidelines. But another interesting thing, I know say a lot of people in Leone, they actually talk about why the tribunal takes so long in actually proceeding. Waiting maybe the general public might not be aware, during this process, there were preliminary objections that was being filed by solicitors from representing the Auditor General and the Deputy Auditor General. So obviously as a state, lawyers representing the Attorney General, we had to respond to those preliminary objections. And obviously there was also an application filed in the Supreme Court, which again, there have been questions that maybe the state, the Attorney General did not respond to that application, which again, it's a misinformation, because in response to that application, what the Attorney General office lawyers did was to file a preliminary objection to that application. So as a result, we did not file a statement to that or defense to that application because we have an objection which we have filed. And as lawyers will tell you, given the fact that we are challenging jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, if those matters were to be had, if they get for a reading case, then they, now we own case, then go here for a reforce. So until they read we own case, obviously they cannot now listen to the case where the lawyers then for Lara Tilopias, then file challenging again the jurisdiction of the tribunal. So obviously the tribunal then proceed with we lawyers representing the Attorney General presenting we case, and obviously then gets opportunity as well for cross-examine the witnesses. Then we will bring come, and at the end of the day then present the new witnesses before we actually now concluding the case. At the end of the process, obviously the tribunal then adjourn for ruling, which again during that process there is a lot of hue and cry. We then say the time takes so long for the tribunal arrive at a decision. In other words, why is he beyond the 3 months given to judgment for the court system? But again, that is unfortunately I want no disrespect to the people who are making this comment. They were now equating the tribunal with a court. It's not a court. When a tribunal makes a judgment has the force of a high court judgment. But the tribunal, in actually reaching their decision, sometimes takes longer because it's an inquiry process. Sometimes even after where the lawyers then don't finish their own submissions, the members of the tribunal are at liberty for ask more questions, probing questions, because it's like an inquisitorial system. In other words, the tribunal then get power for ask questions. Inquisitorial say the tribunal, and then they ask questions. What we have in Sierra Leone is an adversarial system where lawyers argue, and obviously the judge will rule. I mean, the judge is just there to maintain the balance. But a tribunal is more of an inquiry process, so it takes a lot longer. So the 3 months that they were referring to, it's unfortunate. It's a lack of understanding of what's the position of a tribunal. So at the end of the day, we all learn, because at the end of the day, we don't have a monopoly of knowledge. So, but when these issues come up, I think this gives us an opportunity so that we can address that. If in the future, maybe a tribunal is taking the time to reach a decision, we know why, because it's not a simple process. So finally, the tribunal may arrive at a decision where now recommendations were made with regards to the position of the Auditor General and the Deputy Auditor General. But the recommendation was made, for the Auditor General to be removed from office, and that recommendation was submitted to His Excellency the President, and obviously for the Deputy Director General, Auditor General, for reference to be made to the board of the Audit Service Sierra Leone, because they are the body, now then get power for actually remove the Deputy Auditor General. Whilst, like I said earlier on, the Section 137 now bring the Auditor General under the judges in removal. So only Parliament, in actual fact, it's only Parliament can decide on her removal. It's not the President. What the tribunal is actually doing, it's an advisory tribunal based on looking at what has been presented before the tribunal, the argument. Obviously, the lawyers for the states, the Attorney General, has made a case that indeed there is a breach. For them to now arrive at that recommendation for the Auditor General to be removed. But it does not stop there, because once those recommendations are made, the President is at liberty again to look at those recommendations and now decide what's the next step. And that next step, I believe, is the press release that the minister, they actually mentioned today, in terms of now the President accept the recommendation. The next step is for Parliament under Section 137 B for Parliament now to sit down, follow them, sit down and let them deliberate on the report and take a decision. So I will stop there for now. Hand over to the minister.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Kanu. I take the opportunity to acknowledge the presence of somebody we don't need an introduction. The Honorable Alhaji, another Alhaji, in a actual Alhaji, actually. Some of them I will call Alhaji. Alhaji Dr. Alpha Khan, the presidential spokesperson and former Minister of Information as well, and former Minister of Mines, and former, last stop, no so, plenty. All right, so they can listen to the Alaji on this issue, but I get a quick follow-up question for Mr. Kano, and then we can to Madam President. Mr. Kano, just for avoidance of doubt, what's have been the allegations against the Auditor General? What's the tribunal fen say they agree with or them fen are guilty of? Lord, just state Andy.
I'm a bit guided because guided in the sense that I don't want really for going to the report because it's a question that will allow me to go into the report. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, the reports will be out to the public at some point. Now, like I've been tell you earlier.
No, just not within
what,
the, just like within give cause to the tribunal. So I just want to remind people that within give cause. So
one of the main issues we give cause, we allege say there has been a breach of confidentiality by the Auditor General in terms of where auditors then call third-party confirmation and all other issues, where as a professional, there are certain things that you should not do.
Okay.
So that's one of the main things that trigger the investigation. And confidentiality, as we know, it spans in every aspect of our life. So as a professional, like more so an auditor, when you breach confidentiality, it's a serious breach.
Okay. Just in terms of steps, with the announcement from the press secretary, today we don't make public, because first will not be not make public the outcome. The president don't agree, the tribunal will include very distinguished Sierra Leoneans them, a former Supreme Court justice, as you say, a former High Court judge, also a High Court judge, and a very distinguished lawyer. So these are people we also very, very high standing in our society. Then conclusion, now that enough grounds for recommend the removal of both the Auditor General and deputy. His Excellency President Bill don't study the reports and all the findings. He don't accept the recommendations. What's in at the next step?
Okay, the next step is simple. Maybe as a lawyer with your leave again.
Yes.
I go borrow me colleague and be president in Constitution. I go just read 137 B for now, because I think it's the A that was mentioned in the
Lawyer, the late Constitution.
Okay. Okay. I will just read 1377 again. It's a judge of the Superior Court of Judicature shall be removed from office by the President. A, if the question of his removal from office has been referred to a tribunal appointed under subsection 5, and the tribunal has recommended to the President that he ought to be removed from office. And B, if his removal has been approved by 2/3 majority in Parliament. So if you look at the press release this morning, 137A has been complied with. The tribunal has been set up. The tribunal don't report, don't recommend a removal. So the next step is for the B part to be complied with, and that is going to Parliament.
Do we expect that? Is there a timeline for that? I just ask one thing, I know to the one can ask. So I just move the process forward.
Well, I cannot sit here and or say timeline day because the section actually provide timeline, but I believe say in the interest of justice, I believe say they need for do that as soon as possible.
Wouldn't
But-
them? Wouldn't them? We need for do that.
The Attorney General Office.
Again, now make with this man tell me say no they cannot today in Monami really. Because as I know, I try to be fair. The job we do here now for provide information to the people of Salone. And that's important. So we know they sugarcoat anything with the whole, even government officials here, and ask them straight questions, and he answers straight. So the AG office, the president don't instruct, the AG office and the president in lawyer. Say let's take them forward now. And the AG office, I actually spoke to the AG last night on this issue. They plan soonest for now table this report to Parliament, and then Parliament now gets an obligation for looking to them and debate and take a vote on the conclusion.
But also, if I may add, also don't forget, giving timelines, obviously Parliament then get their own timeline.
Correct. No, yeah. So just on we own side from the executive, we they go to Parliament, and then Parliament now, of course, following the own schedule, then go forward. Okay, Mr. Khan, I think we don't get here. No, give you a then go forward. Okay, Mr. Khan, I think we don't.
All right. Okay. Well, during the question and answer session, a question was asked. And even though the public prosecutor, the director, no be one for talk, but it get this for see. Yeah? Usman Kanu, the all talk just now. A question was asked. You say na ya. Yeah?
There's a third recommendation. I think the third recommendation was for the matter to be referred to the ACC with regards to the audit of the Freetown City Council. That's the third recommendation. So it's now down to the president whether, again, that third recommendation then go on, refer now to anti-corruption. But I think the main recommendation is the removal of the Auditor General, where obviously that recommendation go get for go Parliament, and then Parliament go discuss that.
You know, the third recommendation for take the Auditor General to ACC because of FCC audits. Well, and to see we agree with that one day, eh? So I don't know if this particular recommendation don't go give life for Antisivia for begin come against the mayor again. So now the word is that too. So the president focused more on the removal, according to her. Yeah. The one for saying and go anti-corruption, well, it's still left to the president, but for now, and for pull and force. Yes. You know how the game get for play? The one for go anti-corruption in the anger. When they go down pull her, because Parliament, what do you expect? If you expect any other thing apart from removing her, Carlo can't talk. Yeah? If you expect any other thing than waiting the president don't agree with the tribunal, say, for pull and come out. If you expect a Parliament get for look otherwise, please, may you need for talk. Where Parliament go down grease for puller, then the Auditor General no one for left. Eh? You know one for left, it's still one for begin to go. When I did ACC, they come on. Yes. Now they ACC, now they the third recommendation in the come on now for 20, eh? When you look at time, come, would they direct you the mean left more? But if Parliament pull up, you see, you know what? Like how Thomas Dixon say, this country, you know what for fit for? La just left there. That recommendation 3 for go ACC. I'm gonna make it like slide. Because as it is right now, you don't see the report it. We don't see it. But the director of public prosecution tells you we go eventually get for see when. Now then go lay in a parliament? Maybe. Because if they go lay in a parliament, they will still not see hey. Then wahala. It look like say there's a romance right now between the left and the right inside parliament. Let us see when this tribunal report reach there. How parliament get for handle them. But me, Tigipole, if parliament look the other way, other than for go with waiting the presidency, yeah? Wahala go dey. Men parliament to go get a very nice bond. But the parliament will me sabi. The parliament will sabi. First of all, even if the opposition one for say well none they support, we then say all in favor. They don't have the number. Somebody the other day they say the chief they not for the votes. Yes. He said because the chief they always they link na the rule inside. He said anytime when they camp are voting, the rule inside always they get advantage because the chiefs them already did on that side. He said so when they suggested the chief they not vote. Let the chief then serve like advisors. He said, but that voting, right? So he said, first of all, for represent the people by the general election, chief and face knocking by the ballot paper or the name because they don't represent party, but a district then represent. That's what you see. But you know, I look go to parliament. Yeah. Yeah, Boop. I don't want to let you hope be crushed. Even if Parliament receive and tomorrow, they say next tomorrow, then they see don't para. Where I know say Parliament get for the get them foot first. Because right now the case one. But Parliament get for go through the report, see all the crime where the Auditor General commits, and why the tribunal say for remove them, then they agree. Because what we hear now breach of confidentiality. Something we enough for talk some side. Something we enough for talk. Go to third party. Eh? not so no the SEC involvement not so par the confidentiality. The SEC involvement na par the FCC on. Par the FCC on. I'd say Until CV again for they can pull audio and video them for parliament. Yes. But we there. Eh? We there. Let we hear from a panelist then. Now the salon this will get to. The editor general. They send a procedure then they follow. Parliament get for work. Maybe this sixth parliament go give it shocky. You have to be shocked? Or you don't have to be shocked? Then I hand over the report, President. You see, the number one first we want to let them pull and come out. Number 3, the hang first. If you want to fit then the lick number 3. So the game get for play. Yes, friend, what you get on this one, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much, Tupule. Thanks for talking through regarding the update of the outcome or the development of this findings where they see them they make, where they see them they sit down for find out, where they see them send they make up a committee where they investigate this what they alleged they do. But from Musai, the thing been start up to now Musai end, we see it drawn narrower to one direction. We see even during the update today how even the dictate of the chair for the meeting, how even they try to dictate certain things within our constitutional laws, and based on the desperation of waiting, then they see the pressure from the public and the one that we concern with interest. Then they try for not a game here, but something where they suspect say, well, why they force for let them know this? You suppose for no say this, they're not for no in terms of waiting, they don't find out, waiting them don't say, they don't tell we before say the woman breach of confidentiality and area of professional misconduct, but they're not able for direct expand and they narrow and more say you boss will employ you, you know, forget business with them in terms of for find out in detail. Then just try for quote them in a different form. So then say now well now just because of the way we approach a party, but then begin for say disclose information, a third party disclosure. But that was the time when they say the woman certain information the public don't get her before they even receive their report the normal formal way. But again, we know the source of information I can spread in a salon. So for now, go say directly the woman I go pull and send her out to can see some even well not to classify some information can they where they can sub-classify say therefore don't read them out before even they see I can leak out from parliament or anything for the government. So all anything I could draw we say they don't make the allegation, but the allegation now then just say why you contact the third party, why you for go ask her something. Now you boss this. So, but waiting justifier now with that law day, then try for say we'll get for put one law for let we go put this first, just like where you get stone, you get tick where they get like a fact or hook or net for let you go cut that mango up. But you see that stick they do, but when you stone and the chance for you stone and you go cut, so you go say, well, I'll use this stick first, I cut her now, then I get back for hola. Then I look within the mango look like. So these are the procedure we then do. They say, well, find the way we go look quicker, straightforward, by evoking the Constitution, which is in 137. Now if we put the woman down for say, well, that one day. But again, then they try to classify the woman in position, say the woman equivalent to the judge, but the man today not they talk and directly. Only they try for draw say, well, one make it look like so. Well, when I go ask so this, but even before then, all if I one of the thing we see at the public media, they don't know say, well, you know for do this. If you are like so, that the judge, you get for go so. So then that we don't do at the media will be the way soon at the part, the side now of waiting they go on. But all we see now the constitution and some sentiment or something we get a heart for something person, you go see when I use this route here for let I go able to forget her. And the way they use this route, if I get her back, I will use another one way to go in for go get her and don't like a narrating as soon as they do. So then they find out now the woman will find this. But remember the one who don't trigger this, now the executive power. That they say yes, will not agree with what they do. What they do, it look like a fitiai, so the woman for do so. Well, the classification of the information we don't pull out, well now they say now we contact a third party, not to when the information released to the third party, because releasing to the third party the information now one separate thing, and then he contact the third party. Where the third party, the one way the information we they're concerned about the waiting the woman find out about the case of something to do with the receipt and the office of the president. So you begin to see, well, that's something wrong you do, yeah. You don't release information, yeah. But it's a matter of the nature of your job and the nature of the one way now the subject and the check on. So you forget the side with them will reach in the middle. But here now, you're not able to reach in the middle because there is a desperation. See, well, they're not for even church, they're not for even talk, they're not for even see anything we will bring the government, the situation of the country. And they see the situation of the parliament, the government, when they go now at a point where they may reach the height of tension at the country, where you see the reason that they can get undressed. So you say the one they're working. You see the Pademba issue, you see the one then the uprising, the small thing around, and they bring a picture of the government in a different way. So then they find out say, well, this now way for will paint the image, but then they can't pull more and more waiting me they hide from Runa they show out. So these are the areas now which is well we'll therefore hold on tight for turn down against this year. So the government will now will press you down because you don't go far. So it's a matter of that law they will don't put. When they try for say, well, would they cover would they go with the law? But now here are some people who don't get the tension, don't they? This don't happen, then this don't happen. So it's more of like exposing we own management or waiting we government the way it's set up there and how things they go. So we not want let this be, but I don't come for so how for react. But it's a matter of let me for don't look say now we meet in the middle because we get away for still make we own image. If we want for say development come, one for still make we image for let we forgetting where they go. If you don't want to do this, they will still see inactivity based on the record we get. So we will just ignore. Because that not get for can pull me in a parliament. That not get for can make and can say, well, no, we pull you as the executive power. So there is no other power who will pull you there except now you service at the end of your term. Now you go come there, you go. So you see, even during the thing, the prime minister, when we chair the information back, he been gets highway a concern about when we talk of national unity. They talk of the CSO, they talk of the one day where they talk on behalf. But when then they therefore begin this talk today, you don't only stop for say, well, the social group the knocker and this group will knocker, and I think a group of an advocate body. But in other words, you see say He introduced, say, we don't bring APC man, they don't talk. We don't bring this person, they don't talk. So we don't therefore bring other person back. So now no say a lot of people don't want to side with they bring for talk. Now neutral people and way they even then on our side they can't talk. But because then we are no can, well then we are not bad people and I misbehave. And if we even go to the end, there was a word used, but for because of time, I know it will just go between that. But at the end, it chastised, it do like little man chastise the man, say, well, cooperate. But you know, see, that is not the way we here for sell to the public. You back again for don't ignore because you want national unity. You the man can one, nobody know for even know. You see, because even if you put a flyer, who just to say no more than why I don't meet up for county, that is the end of it. So you can't now for county begin do detail that you don't assess the man, but the man don't tell you, see, the thing when you bring me come, decide what me for can't talk and not get something for talk about that. I not see the way una go about una find the report. I don't know how una been common that report. So that's how una commoting rich and I mean be here for one talk. But how many will go talk about that side and that side and I need then be the set for. So you they can't chastise the man. It's like it spoil the national unity because the sentiment no more you bring. Those are the entire people who will say, well, me, which don't tell me, so I no go forgive. Take go. I will defend we for that, I will put you down. So you bring the battle back between you and that person fresh. So it's a matter of how some of them they get for approach them as leaders. Look at the things that will go affect development directly. And look at the one that we talk say when a disciplinary thing there, we possibly misbehave, how they will directly remove them. So these are the areas we try for match between una behavior, una way una the conduct, and how una will deliver, and how the people will respond. But if una the concern about things and way directly, they not will affect in terms of the performance. Because the performance, na him una they deal with. Una tell me say the people and minister and performance una go check am. This the performance una go check and then una reward them. So you self, your own performance, then therefore reward them by your service with the citizens and the one that we concern. So it's a matter of how government therefore they look into certain things where them go iron out at an early stage and ignore. Yeah, you might say it is wrong if there is a detail to it, but it's a matter of how the country therefore go before with the situation of the country. Now, the thing we talk about here. I know when things are normal, we hope say everything will be okay, and people are not will just turn around and become negative. And the other one that we get for concern for let them repair things, they repair them, they will go before. But with the decision of it going to parliament, I don't see nowhere they will deny. Because from the word go, the dictate you don't come from the president, so the committee get for go that line day, you're gonna pay in the parliament back, that line day then get for go. It's up to him now for withdraw, say, well, at least not beer. Based on if they get other second advice from a committee that we can get. Hope say better good day. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, nation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, his friend.
Most welcome, yes, sir.
We want to say thanks to his friend for in submission today. Welcome on board, Alpha. What do you get on this one, sir?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for also your input. I think for me, they can say this is not a done deal. I could go back to what I always call on the parliamentarians them. I think myself made always that point then I have for makes as for talk say the empowerment chief them then I concur and support and I know always deep in a parliament. They know they ever like articulate issue for big they go able for kidnap and vote for the people them. And this make I can always say even this document and go lay in a parliament, almost parliamentarians them we go back to their communities them say no now this decision the president say we want for take against the Auditor General, which will not say. Now, send media now they represent, now voice need for be heard. Not to we as parliamentarians say now, which will not say now before do. At the challenge, we all back now the same platform. You will never see one parliamentarian that will take this document or that will go and discuss some of these issues with their communities. So what are they there for? They are there in parliament to represent their political party and their personal interests. Because if not so, most decision wey dem dey make for and on behalf of the people, they will go back to those communities and discuss, get a town hall meeting, if not town hall, get a barrier, whatever way dem able for meet with the people dem, able for discuss some of their documents here before dem go pass na parliament. But it's going to be a sad news that it will never happen. Moreover, I understand say parliament dey close to recess, dem will lock this now. So this one now, if the last week or day wey dem want for lock, now dem go pass this document. And we see dem don pass, I still settle. I follow up everything this morning, and I follow up most of the write-up of the journalists them. It's hard for say, yeah. Sierra Leone at the point where we dey, you should not speak against any government. And when you stand against government, expose the government in wrongdoings, whether you dey pray, whether you belong to any waiting and call, the fact is they will do everything possible for put you down. And that's what we have seen in this case. Breach of contract, waiting at the contract, waiting at the third party with this Oman bridge, waiting at the exposure we do. Let me go direct to the point. The one the way don't see the reports, like when you say the report will not say it. Una give you details of this report now, but no say okay. Last affairs, when we in our office, you take the message or you take this report. Now I go talk to this other person. We not supposed. Let me know details of it. But see, even the DDI column with them the interview, he said they forget for go inside the report proper. Yeah, he say when the minister ask him, he say, well, I know I don't want to delve into the report for some reason. This is a report, so I don't give the president. Yeah, when they send on a parliament, why you afraid for talking with a mark? Then we can't say it's a professional reason. But again, I'll go back with what I use for saying bad precedents. When you set bad precedents, one day, someday, it's going to turn to haunt you back. Sierra Leone, they don't do like we for land. They don't do for like we know say the interest of the people comes first. No matter what they do, no matter which political party they in power. Now that make for me, I always they say this one. I will never support any political party or any post where they benchmark bad precedents or where they hold bad for justify wrong or hold wrong for justify another wrong. It's not a helpful nation. It's not a helpful nation. Like people say, and let's command me sacking vice president. And then nobody no support her. So no support other one. So tomorrow a person go hold this back as an example. Say, they may sack the auditor general. So any person can do what he want for to. No. It's for the betterment of our nation. Me, they call on the parliamentarians, say, even though they no will get them or they no want to go to the people and for go hear the voice of the people, they want to make decision for and on behalf of the people. Please, wanna make the decision let Mama Sierra Leone win, not to let political party win. Because this now we they see. I mean, don't say this back now parliament. Parliament they say that they get the now they forget the most democratic place or they forbid the most democratic place. But see when they vote. The highest so in the area or the best you all those in favor say high. Even if the high the number could they drag them high, then all those against say nay. That's all the highs have it. Outside, me, I don't want to see that place though. That make I can say this way. Until we don't get specialists, then they count voices. Yeah, I don't say this. Most of the seats they were in a parliament, then get computer, then get like an iPad before them. Una put this thing on, anybody will vote for or against, it the project na screen. It's simple and straightforward. That time they not begin the ask the I have it or the may have it. When person they vote, in name not for show self, then you go see say parliamentarian and the successful inside political party go they vote against certain decision where the political party they make. But it not they happen so now we own parliament. As far as we concerned, the highs have it. Even if the main voice pass the high, because they hide and drag their own, make it sound like for say them boku. Now the eyes they have it. How the speaker they count the voices, me I don't know. And I wish I were able for land that kind of system be for count people and voices, say that way and then boku pass the other. But on the whole, with the pray Mama Salongo win in any decision where they make, so that tomorrow posterity or bad precedent no go hold we accountable. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're always welcome.
All right. Don't not forget the number one thing where them be carry the Auditor General for say a breach confidentiality. Waiting up for comot na do, e pull na do. Waiting up for comot na do, e pull on son side. So, now the reason that one day. Yes, Tony, welcome on board. What you get on this one?
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. And Kusha Kabo Family. I also say thanks to what I was for their contributions. You know, Lara Tilo Pierce and Tamba Momo, you understand, rather unfortunate for make say the government of the day get for treat them in this way. You understand? Because basically these are people who me know. I work with Tamba Momo now Airtel before you go audit service. You understand? These are very nice gentlemen. You understand? And gentle lady, I tell you. The audit process or the nature of audits, that's what Tamba Momo and Lara Therapy they go do audits. They get auditors the way they go. At the end of the day, they go audit. In fact, audit service Sierra Leone not to only Freetown, they get regional office system. They get people that wouldn't go assign because we all know see that they do annual audits where they will go audit for certain things for say make sure say money meant for certain purpose are spent for the right thing. Then get supporting documents and all them things and they before they can go send the engagement letter and all those things. I mean, you understand? When they come, the regional offices and then they get meeting because they all get an audit senior audit partner the way they report to when they come. They put all those findings. This has been the pattern for a very long time. For a long time, for a long time now, not done in the pattern, not done in the procedure. They come, they accumulate all those findings, supporting documents they would not get, then go table and say, we still get pending document because you go certain offices, then we then go, then go, oh, this person not there, they leave. Or this is they're not there. This not there. And when you know, say, if you go leave, at least you get permanent secretary, you get people the way they went at the controllers, the way they go say, before you go, audit service don't already send letters, say they come. Before you go, make sure say all those available information at the end of the this has been the pattern. You understand? And even the president who we get now, before he even come as president, there's same audit reports anyway, Lara Therapias we don't publish. A user in a campaign. You understand? Where they show the leakages or pitfalls or challenges and where the government or how the way they spend. You understand? Those materials are public materials. You understand? It no matter how whatever way it come. Not all because the mass you throw now, then therefore pull information where they inside the presidency office or inside what's they call when I get forget the just the way I can usually say we don't need for setback. You see that contract what they want make them to go before? Because nobody is checks and balance. Nobody know they above the law. You understand? When you spend government money, even when you raise campaign funds, after campaign, if you drop out of the race or primaries, that money they audit you. You they give them back. There's a coffer, they eat for six and say, why don't raise this money? Other medium they raise, so I go eat. No, there is checks and balance. That make them they go before. If you spend money when a taxpayer money or the ordinary people their money where they suffer. So man, they know they work better money, they cut 10 tax money, and people need forget the information and because the parliament not they work. You know what say let them take those information, then table and a parliament. Parliament not they do nothing. They not they do even their oversight work with them for do. So how many audit reports we don't go to parliament where them go tell you say now then when parliament don't table now then institutions here or them minister or them MDA they are the non-chase for making the return money. Now the corruption no more they talk down there. Then things that in a parliament for the fine for the push. When audit reports, the auditors then they go get information. They not get them information. I feel say they get oversight committee in a parliament. What for even if you want for serious for fed corruption on unaccounted funds and them money then the way we know they know whether they spend them or whether they this. I feel say audit parliament, the oversight committee, for able for send letter you will add your voice say auditors and they come. Them money they want they spend on they this. Una need for provide the supplementary document or information that what they need or proof of evidence. But you know they happen that way. You understand? Not so now because we all know the reason. The reason why Lara Pierce and Samba Momo get problem because they audit the office of the president and the publisher. You understand? Not so then they go do work. We all know as alone how information they leak. Even this information. I don't feel say na leak self. You understand? It just be say this the whole thing. This now we know they said bad president tomorrow. President be all not there for the day forever. A cabinet where you see in the waka so those people need for land from APC ministers and when we did it, even an by Koma or the other people that we did it. They spent 11 years or 10 years in power. They are not in power today. How some man they like it today? Some man you feel like the weapon panel. You understand? Not like say that people that want me to play with money. Money where you eat genuine, where you work, when I allow money, where you work with sweat for, then you eat out with blessing. In a 10 you are, you don't get well body for it. Money where you not work for, where you deprive the poor people they eat the money. Now that money then you know what it happen? Now big sick and they for up here you. Where you know they even able for sleep for enjoy that money day. Now so we don't see Amboku. We don't see another country day. We don't see them. But we don't want to give names. People that don't deprive that country, not care about the people in welfare. Lara Taylor Pierce and Momo, they're doing their constitutional job where parliaments give them for do. Now then they provide checks and balance, then they provide information. If we really want for fight corruptions, at Salone, those Bible, the audit service report should be our Bible. Should be our number one priority for use for just all those institutions. If government want for fight leakage, government want for controlled corruption in that country, where you want for make the work much more easier for Ben Kelfala anti-corruption. I feel say parliament therefore do that. This is like a test for them because it's coming to parliament for debate on her. You understand? Let people don't know they do bad things today with they support bad things. You understand? Tomorrow, because the president be the use appears in material there. Not to say that hidden secrets. Everybody knows about it. You understand? Because they audit the president's office or they publish certain things there. I mean, it's scary because it's like that's we salon. It's like a vicious. I want them they call us a vicious. The something circle of poverty, vicious circle of whatever. They have the adjective. You understand? This country are not really nice folk. Those two gems, especially Samba Momo. I work with Samba Momo. Those are very nice. I'm not gonna say you're honest. You understand? Nobody know the way perfect. But I know if say those people for any sake go take for classified information of that nature, begin the shape. What are they gonna gain? That has been the practice. Before this report say about you get people that way they handle. You get even other party people that way they work there. You get ACPC people that way they work there. You get CPP people that way they work there. You get PMGC, you get NGC, you get different party. People that when they work, when are auditors, when are some man audit partners, some man audit seniors, some man audit position. Some man can just go into the drive, see, it downloader. For your party consumption or for your private it yes, of course. What you didn't think then the way they happen, for instance, you call them. Call them and one and say they are classified information of certain things that, but what is even classified in audit reports? Now call it spade. What is even classified in audit report when a taxpayer money, some money, then in a grant, then when they give or loan, when they give for spend, we all know. Go check the audit report and see the leakages. Go and see the leakages. How many times Parliament don't see that Sokona? How many times? But we go and bola say with a bola for money where MCC for do. When you check all that money, the way they leak from where audit reports they report every year. And more than that MCC money, what they go and bola for. And more than that. That money, the only way they cancel what they fed for, say, the government to go, the president they work, they count money, they count money. That money, and so they go down the drain like how the drainage. Like how outside they go because you got the boys down there where they tap into everything. Where all man they get your envelope, then shape, then go get this, then shape, then go get that, then shape, then go get that. So nobody no cares. So if you say, if you really we serious for fight corruption in that country, an officer we for embezzle or we for try for silent audit service because for me what I think. they just try for silence. Anybody else would then get for it. Just like what they say with a set example. So anybody will come to my way and give just like the young person where they put there now. You know, go talk to my, you know why you know go they talk, you go try to protect because you know I for do the same thing. Somebody they tell me say, oh, now that guy did information on the leak. I say, okay, you know the leak. What's in different from this all these reports where this guy where they so now they publish and the one where like Pierre and Samba Momon be the publish. What's the difference? It's the same thing, the same issues, them, the same challenges them when we did that the last audit report where like Pierre Segi, like the same findings them. Money that people then they spend like they're not they account for. No supporting documents. People then they take money. Some businesses that when you trace, there's conflict of interest. Conflict of interest wey e no for be. I no go be minister, my wife dey supply material. I no go be minister, my wife dey supply material and things dem na my own department where I dey work as minister of let's say minister of transport. My wife dey supply, or I go set up a business when I'm my brother and then they supply. These are all the leakages. So when you get all these issues and when they come, they hammer some of them things that they say, you know, right, it's a conflict of interest. People are not happy. Just because people use this opportunity to say, now we all turn this for get, or now we all turn this for it. Well, it's really sad. We all know. The president for members say, whatever bad precedents what they set right now, you're not going to be there forever. Biden, whether also now go ahead go so inside 7 now. Yeah, nobody know the student that chair there forever. And that's by Koba sit down there, they call it world best, world this, world, all sorts of them then here. They like it to no side. Who side? We therefore learn some things there. God, a big pass, everything. God, a big pass. He make you out of your own image and likeness. And anybody where they punish in image, where they punish the image and likeness. I don't feel say go don't they make bad doing the water. With them. With them. With them. They like it today. Where feel say they get power and get everything. With them. I mean, people get for faith to my long nonsense. Bad president in that country. They would say, hey, Salogo develop, but the money they come. You count $1 million, 500,000 per that 1 million. They go inside people their accounts, their personal accounts. 500 way for implements. Now 250 September. Now make you find out so you get government projects where they take decades, over 5 years, they know they complete because what you make all this money the way they come. People then they put on their own personal coffer there. You understand? Where all this service raise concern over them, then do like what they do like Telapias. So now everybody just see how they watch. This is a season film. Now they watch season film, bro.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Don't forget to say everybody gets rights to your opinion now. As long as we not disrespect anybody. All man get rights to their own and then they talk for themselves. Yeah? Not to endorsement, but now then they talk for themselves. And say I not mean to say because person talk say I network endorse. Yeah? Just want to make that clear. Yes, Uma, what you get for me, sir?
Thank you very much, brother. I want to tell Mr. Tony. My own little brother Tony, I can understand who side they come out because the reason being, they don't work in a Sierra Leone. Much, buddy. They don't, I don't know what thing can go on these days. You hear me, sir?
Loud and clear. You know, see the village people and Kitimap and road first.
I don't know what thing can happen with them people. They way come to me. Maybe in a matter of you, they send them for stop me for talk. But in Jesus' name, thunder and fire. Anyway, this country, they tell people them, we don't know how to go, we don't know how. Triple A, this not to the WhatsApp side with this, so now the regular line, you can call me with, so right?
No, this okay. I'll call you now the regular silo. See.
Yeah, then they will not go get the reconnection. Yeah.
Okay, I'll call you then. I'll open Omar. Direct caller we see. This one come with Pimpim again, well. Wala. Alright.
There we go. Yeah, this is clear. Yeah. So the thing is, my brother Tony don't hit on that. Alpha don't hit on that. Say law not set bad precedent. So because that they been doing yesterday, for doing today. I get that. I get all that, and I understand that. Enough for be tit for tat. But I tell you one thing, my brother. When you kind of power, you do things then will suit you, and everybody they chant you. Then you turn around, you feel say you do the contrary, or you help, or because you sabi talk, or because you didn't power since now Africa we dey, because like then country our we dey, Joe Biden, now in your party for crying out loud. We see it even sweet me. I hope say you know go back for me triple A. It even sweet me. Oh, when are they fed for let Joe Biden go they don't sleep. When are they even put on Simon's panel? In your party, they tell us say it behave like say get Alzheimer's. Let him resign. And say I need to resign, go no side. Now democracy. Now right. We vote for them. Primary elections. Now in the day. Until he ready for commodity, ready for even when party wants to for commodity. A democracy. He get a right to another commodity. Even if I don't know the grand begin the way in the kind of my office tomorrow, I don't even know their name. I don't know which is which. That's not your business. That's not democracy. They do things the right way, the way they're supposed to do. But we just get a Supreme Court at the United States where because of political, even Yahoo can talk for say separation of power they work. Yes, separation of power they work. But the caveat with this is I don't listen this multiple times that CNN with them always they tell you say elections matters. Elections matters. Because Donald Trump in the power, it happened say two Supreme Court judges them retired or one died, and choose two winner GOP. Then when the Supreme Court scholars die, because not towards election time, I've been during Obama time. Obama 19 for choose the next Supreme Court judge. But because now Republicans been get the upper hand at the Senate, and the Senate they approve Supreme Court judge, what did they say? No, wait till the election then done. Then I block Obama. Like say them be no say Democrat, Republican or Donald Trump they win. So when Trump win, now in choose. So what are they trying to say now? Now we get 6 Republicans judges them appointed by Republicans president, and 3 judges them by Democrat. So now they sit down and there's here talk say the president gets some type of immunity. So even all that trouble they caused the under January 6, 2020, they say get right. They get some right. Now so they hang out, they say he gets some right. That means General Trump will come back next year because now the same Supreme Court judge then go did it, the same number, 6-3, he can do nothing wrong. So election matters. So I don't see that much of a big difference. Matter be ending a power. Look at the parliament we'll get. All back by in party. Let's say they may even go neck and neck. We get chiefdom. We traditionally, historically, they always decide with the sitting president or the party within a power. So now that's going to happen. But what are they trying to say back here is a pardon. We got to look at the pardon. I'm not saying we don't set bad president or to tit for tat, but the pardon. We get a president, we're fire elected. vice president. And you get people and we come, then go out of their way. If not the tenant, whether you na APC or you na SLPP or you na PDP or whatever who you be. Now we all stand and say, no, sir, you know for do this. This is wrong. You cannot do this. They hear that echoed from the entire nation. But it not happen. You know why? Now we party, now we tribe, now we region. We get APC supporters and we go out of their way for support that bad habits they. Then talk say, oh well, the vice president, they don't remove under the party, the constitution say, if you not to party member again, so you know, then go out of their way for justify the wrong. The same and the back turn back in fire elected mayor. Then go out of their way back for justify the wrong. So not of us in a tit for tat, but we did look at patterns. How they try for saying that. This man come, he talk and complain. Una absolutely right. Now the man this will be the entire campaign 2017. Now Lara Therapias in report now be the campaign with. Lara Therapias been they do all well and good until we they audit in office. Because in office, with their creepy self, when they don't even know how for thief, then get receipt. When a hotel receipt creepy. When it make sense, when I add up. That's not a disaster, not a shameful disaster. For that kind of evidence like that, they show up to the public. The president, they use creepy receipt, forgery receipts them, just for pick up money. Maybe na make they do all them flyer, then get all kind of creepy receipts. What they give? When now they don't put somebody when a day on day. So you don't go any. And the other thing when they talk say the things are well leak. It can well be for say, like what Tony be the talk. Now people them when they work na the office day, when a SLP people them, when na the different thing and they leak them. And they give another example. It happened during Bill Clinton in trial with Monica Lewinsky. After that encounter, not knowing that the dress when Monica Lewinsky be wearing that day, we get an encounter with the president, is found being dropped on the girl in clothes. But because the girl been so naive and afraid, the only person who been trust now this one lady where they work now this White House, this one lady can't turn for being a Republican. But it a work there. How do they call her? Na civic worker or how do they call her? Na government employee. So he did it. So now in the one where because the Clinton don't come out loud and said, hey, I not touch that lady there. The team will break her down at the dress. Because now this woman, because of inner Republicans, if you want to make sure say this president go down, he force that lady, he push him hard, he do all kind of things until we then bring that dress day out. And when that dress day come out, na DNA, Bill Clinton then at the island, he can't deny anymore because that now you DNA. If you can continue to deny, then before take a sample. So now that's how this is. Somebody well within that parliament, that auditor general's office, we don't already see what in this lady they do. Either go after the president, either go after the first lady. If they audit the first lady, then decide to what we go do now. We go after this lady. We go expose them because we go take classify information and put them out in the public. Because now then the bosses them, it go come out look like say. Now then do them. We see what he then do with Mohamed Kamarimba. They tap your phone. Now them same many people and not kill them and then give money, then tap your phone. So whatever conversation maybe they get with the lady, and the lady daddy, then get them. How they do get them? Then tap your phone. So nothing new. Now that I'm not did it, but if that lady did not get nothing for do with that thing and the way leak in that gentleman, the other way we see how them people they do. how politics they embed into somebody when you see say them to go after your party or after somebody where you identify yourself with yourself where you go fair way for fetch that person there. So this president moved the lady. Look at the length of time, almost 2 years, if you not pass. Now you keep this lady on waiting. And then they pay them people and they all this time. Let you see how this president wasteful. Tony exactly hit the nail on the head. The amount of money where this president don't waste for rubbish, if it be put all together, if Boku pass this one, what would the Fed pass you? This 400 and something million. But because then people are determined with all this investigation, then they collect money. Oh. Sierra Leone government, the people of Sierra Leone, they pay them. I don't know now if they finally get for say, okay, when a job done, we need to pay them again. But then they pay them. Why take this long? Panting when not supposed to last for 1 week. They not get enough investigators them for investigate this matter. Not only before the last 1 week, when they see where cases then they go fast now, where it been big fast early. But now that way did this president. This president all along will be the Tinap na stadium, they call Anes by Chroma and Yampi, not knowing that in na Katawole. Arrest me case. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Umar. Who is Umar calling Akatawole? Who is Akatawole? What is Akatawole? Okay. You have evidence to say somebody is Akatawole? Yes, Ezekiel. What you get on this one, sir?
Thank you so much, Triple A. Thanks to our panelists and to all the listeners. Um, it just sad from the day we then really pulled in two people and they from that leadership, not the area anything really. We people and go begin for looking into everything just quiet. Um, and we country no more they go backwards. We continue for discourage people away, then they try them best for make sure see some things there um they in place for the country for develop, because if they where work hard we go give lead to areas them we go hold back from people and for let them know take all waiting for resources with them for use for fix things them that go help the country, and we defend all kind way for our country there as long as you're in a power and you want for hold somebody for something, you must find it. You go find them because the reality is that the laws and they but now how many people get time for look at certain things we it will give them ideas say no this year if you do a wrong if you do this a wrong they against the law you know because even the lawyers and we then they not even get time for look at the laws and pass away and get case and then everybody begin flip page everybody begin flip page so if you want to hold somebody really responsible for something easy for come up with them easy for come up with them. But like waiting for Uma say, where people and in power, then get access to everything. They can just do anything where they want for do. And sadly, this will continue for happen because we country not go ever get mind for hold a democratically elected ex-president and put her in jail. We not go do 'em. Because even we will they talk now we first go but this not disgrace but this not disgrace at least now for take if na property una take am but for go put on jail fine but I tell you not go hold president accountable for anything so wait and did it then gladly for use them power, for let them be the man in charge everywhere above the law. If you tell you say Badina for stop what did they do? Not when they can't tell you, but your office will tell you, hey, Paddy, slow down. I tell you they know and don't fuck off you side there, you know. Because we know say we commodity. They need to do nothing. Hey, we go just ala then go just call them uh, anti-corruption boss don't call you for interview and all that. But they need to do a shishi. So as a result, then get this feeling, for they above everything and do anything where they want for do. You way want for be a hindrance, you know, they left your office, go sit down quiet, or in different way, lock you up, Camareva, we commodity, you know what you for doing, you know. So it just painful, because even the 2/3 way then they talk about, I don't believe say SRP get 2/3 now parliament. Unless otherwise, I don't know the numbers, but 2/3 and they high. If then they vote, it's very difficult for we then they vote like dropping my ballot box or pressing a button. If not to voice no more than they listen to. That could be a tussle. Then get for bio a lot of people and for if they na secret ballot, people and go easily probably hold this thing off because now the difficulty then they even have for letting impeach a president. It's very difficult for letting you get that 2/3. It's very difficult because nobody know they get 90% of parliament number. Sometimes about that is 75. 2/3 is high if people and vote, but if not yeah, so. You know, just name me the president, just they push and quick. Go let go parliament. We know say that's it. You know. Um I mean, I don't even know if the lady go even get appetite if they see if I come back. I don't know if we go really get appetite for one, because look at the length of the investigation and all that, you know. If they've been doing fast, I mean, I know say the guy spends so much time of why the tribunal, the this that whatever. If they've been doing fast, maybe like the woman don't forge ahead and look for other job and something or do business. But throughout this time, everything hang around. But ain't believe you me, if you ask him, he could tell you, see, I've been already know, see that would be the result. If not the president take a case against you, it's done. Don't deal, Nasalon. Don't deal. You lock yourself way, they begin to defend all that different way. Oh Lord, use tribunal, this, that. If I don't just say, hey, you are fired and I will replace you. I mean, I know see them go defend all that kind laws and all that. Oh, it's not supposed to happen. So as a result, we spend with country resources per tribunal. Who knows? All these things we for be public. Who knows how much they pay each person at that place there? Do you have person get that information? They finally the people and they know. Because some of these things, Lord, we know how we money they waste. How many people have been there per that tribe, How much they've been they spend per one person? We last almost a year plus, you know? So wasting resources. Somebody will say, oh, well, you talking, but no, that money wait and they would have been they pay them people and they if you put them together, you able for renovate or build a nice school. But no, 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 no. For just for Lord we hold on to power, for Lord we hold on to, you come in the name of for they can do something better than the one that way they've been doing. These are the people, then why are the people that way you need around? We then go help for make sure say anybody where they try for take from you government where go cause problem because you need every little bit of resources where you need for make sure say your plan go be accomplished. So you get somebody where they go around for make sure say open the door, the eyes of people and for let them see what are they do bad at that place. And then all of a sudden that person they become bad person. We're not ready. We're not ready for changes at all, Salon. We're not ready. We're not ready. Every time we make one step forward, sometimes we do another three backwards because of what we do. Look at how the anti-corruption guy go conduct election. Look how the publicly display of it, the corruption, they smell by the whole thing. You know, so how you go feel comfortable? And this a young man. You know, so for encourage brilliant people, and then all of a sudden way they want for do their own job effectively, it become a problem. It's hard, oh, it's sad. We country they continue for go bien, bad plan, bad things then will continue for happen, you know. Again, presidents they know say wait and they commodity, nothing no get for happen to them. No matter what you would they say, would they wait for the one way go start that day, we then go hold ex-president where you don't cause mayhem to the country and go sit down Nigeria. Advanced country then they do one. South Korea woman they Nigeria, Macron go jail. And they do them. All this we then not a big deal. You do something bad, go put them behind bar. Nobody know they come on and do for defender. You're not supposed for do them. We put all we trust and hope in you. Now you for show example. So you definitely mess up, you're supposed for day behind bar. But we know they do them, It not get for happen, so then go continue for do this impunity. Anytime we they want for do them at any place. So you will not fall in line if I go wait. If you get locked for wait. Thank you so much, Triple. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
I want to say thanks to Ezekiel for Ian contribution today. Diana Salone. I know say a lot of people get their own take, their own thoughts about this issue. Yeah? But one thing I know allow do, let politics not coincide it. Because as soon as it is being politicized, then we will miss the point. Quick one, Batunga, what do you get on this one?
Yes, the people them when I do. I can always say something like we ever try for know why them people are where we call politician and they behave this way. Maybe now that's people then for try for understand. But Kubukman and in our government right now, they all be sound a good game. They all be get good intention. But this not just like a cycle they go on. Whether they opposition, they get the problem, the answer to all the problems. Then. But as soon as they become, they get in governance, it seems like they forget all the solution for a problem then. So now make over 60 years, the country they like how it is so. Right now, I don't know, go point to one thing we go say at least this the work. And they go up and all this country and they see how the country they really sad. What did they make me the more sad now the fact that most of them people are where they in governance right now, they don't live now first world country, they know how the system they work. So they not go say they ignorant to the fact that no we go say okay this not come on not come on at the country, so you don't know how things they work. Even if you don't come on as alone it, you go get access to internet. You see how other country than they. But it seems like now Salone are the only country where the world economy they hamburg. The Ukraine war, the presidents always they blame all that thing the way they go now the war. But the funny thing is, the country the way they say they blame for we own demise now, then they do well past week. Russia, we they fought the war. Then get the fastest growing economy in the world. Ukraine, we they try for bully, the economy better pass we own. the institution and still they work despite the war. But we now we know they do direct trade with their country, eh? Would they take say would they, or the president and other politicians they go on TV, they lie to we say now because of the NTI would they go on. But I told you say something about parliaments, and I can always say this. If we been get better parliaments, we're not going to get anti-corruption. If we been get better parliaments, there's no way the president for suspend this woman, yeah, just because if he say that this woman they leak information to the press, now the woman I they give information to Africanist press, and not only for the woman, if I over 150 people there, where they work at the audits. They do that simply because they want to make sure say the information are not go out again. But as soon as if I the woman, I mean 2 years later, Africanist press is still publish opinion. We just receipt them of our transaction will just happen. So what I try for saying now is until we get a functional parliament. Not say the parliament still is already just go na parliament for minutes ago, getting for X. Akiari, some of my brothers and they say, oh, I've been overseas, I've been get a good job. I left my job for car, help my country. I don't believe that one bit. You know, no one person can say, I be they do very well. Me I be millionaire na London. I just stand for car apps alone. I make a dinner. They could prove that. How many of them big houses then are London? How many of them big businesses then are United States? None. You know, they all get 10 job their way. I can see some man there now that they behave like then I go them way 2-3 years ago. Maybe I they go work in London and see how they live. Now I see how they live now. Yeah. So until we really serious about helping the country, Salone, me are not seeing in better one, especially under this president here. Easy for me we say we go do better. But you don't ever ask yourself, if you actually work from Arabia now, it will be different from the rest of the gang. You know, them young boys there what they see on TV today, they talk about things them. Now, man, the way I actually they hope that if you kind of governance one day they go help them, they see by them. Young boy, very articulate, very smart. But you ask yourself, why you don't join people then for life? You know, why you don't join the likes of Alpha Khan? You know, why can you watch them entertain? You see, you know, even though I know say that they lie, but it's just one of them things where they see, you know, say that not so true. Like then superhero movies, they see people that they fly. You know, say not so true, but entertaining. So when they see Alpha Khan, they're entertaining for watch them where they talk, it lies them. But then you go see other people that they lie, you go clearly you know say like the chief minister, you go not say, but this not to true, not lie, they lie. You know, that boy who have a boy himself there, where they lie so much that I don't know why make any caution said, say, well, me man, I don't like Pasmaco. There's a time they talk about how the line the flight to be there inside they ask the air hostess why me and all they go to Salone for say they fly over Salone for going to other country. The air hostess tell and say because of security reasons and the Salone airport's not good. First of all, not so information that way even pilots they know. Flight plan then at where they come out for management, they just give the pilots and so for flying. Let alone the air hostess or the flight attendant to make him know the information. Yeah. So now clearly lie, but so we now, especially people that we no exposed, which I would say that 90% of the population of this country, yeah, they really get liar. But we go get to the point that we go say, okay, when this will end. Me, I not honestly, I not see how it end. The president will capture all the institutions there, civil society not again at this country, journalists and again not in this country. So would have go check the president. Nobody need to check the president. So what did the president do? And the president they get. It's sad. But the situation is what we get right now. Una, good morning.
I thank you, Batunga.
You're welcome, sir.
I want to say thanks to everybody who will be part of the program, even you then I have for listening. I want to tell you thank you. Keep with you. I want to say about today on Saturday we'll go there, yeah. We'll wait for see how Parliament get for handle this. I'm not gonna be surprised that he get for go another way, other than the way. But good institutions them foreign as alone. And the Auditor General because finger the point say oh African Express not to show the issue but na so rumor say na him be the give African Express information. African Express don't left. They don't get information again. Just asking. We'll go there back tomorrow. Till we meet back. After Netherlands go down beat England. Okay, after England and Netherlands go then go for penalty. Team no go for penalty with England. Anyway, and get lucky and bad. But anyway, we'll go there back tomorrow. Tata, yeah?